Hello, welcome to Spotlight and Service. My name is Laura Higgs, and today is August 20th of 2025. And in the interview seat with us today is Ben Thompson, who is a karate teacher.
Correct, yes.
Welcome, Ben. Welcome to Spotlight and Service.
Thank you for having me.
Now tell me, you are an instructor.
Correct.
But you teach in a couple of different places. Where do you teach?
Yeah, so I've been teaching. I originally first started teaching out in Shiloh. I started doing that probably about 14 years ago. And then from there, I started teaching out in Rivers. And then word of mouth heard about me, and now this is our third year teaching in Souris.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many students do you have in your class?
Between the three clubs, we have about 75.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And age range?
we have anywhere between age 4 to probably about age 65 in our club.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I originally started teaching learning karate in Brandon. My cousins actually got me into it. And I started, I was probably around age 10 is when I started getting into it. And I did it for about 3 years or so, 4 years. And then after that, I took a pretty long break. Just wanted to take a break for a while, just catching up on life and, getting into teenager things and just doing other stuff. But then I wanted to get back into it. So I got back into it, and I told myself in 2 years, I'm going to get my black belt. Because I'd gone all the way to my brown
Okay.
before I took a break.
Before you took the break. Okay.
Yeah. And I did it in a year and a half. So I was pretty pleased with that. And then my instructors asked me if I'd like to teach in Shiloh. And I said, sure, so why not? So I started teaching in Shiloh, and I've been there for I think about 14 years teaching there now.
Wow.
So, and then started teaching in Rivers, and then Souris heard about me and asked me to come on board, and it's been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 75. When do people have to be available for this? Is it on a weekend? Is it evenings that you
Yeah, so
teach it?
right now what works for my schedule and seems to work for Souris is we train every Friday. Every Friday we start at 6:30 and we go to 7:30. And anyone's welcome to come between age 4 to however old wants to do it, and they're welcome to do it with us.
So do you have a class? Do you have some basics? Do you have different grades of like somebody who's just starting out and somebody who's a little more experienced, or?
Yeah, so we have one class, but I always try and make the class where everyone can adapt to it.
Okay.
So some people might have some physical limitations that can't.
Okay.
So if they can't do it, they can just bow out for this time.
Right.
If we have if we have a younger child, then I'll try and pair them up with someone that's more with them. If I start to see, hey, we're going to start working on some more advanced practices, then I'll just maybe have the juniors just bow out for about 5 minutes, just sit to the side of the floor, and then start doing some more advanced training.
Okay.
So that way everyone gets their piece of
Sure.
what they need to know.
Sure, because that's such an age range and such
Yeah.
a level range that you think, oh my gosh, how does everybody get enough for themselves? But once you give them a tasking or something, if they had to bow out for the next thing, they can practice that other thing that they were working on?
And what's so good with karate, because a lot of, I'm affiliated with Japan Karate Association of Brandon. Scott Flanagan is my instructor. And he does it the same way I do it. And one thing about karate is it can be very much family orientated.
Okay.
So in other words, even though a lot of times the best way for kids to do karate, we're finding, is that the parents do it on the floor with them. And then now it becomes a family activity. And the parents love it. It's something they get to do. Karate is good for flexibility, good for health. We're noticing that really seems to work. That we find that the kids that really excel the most are the ones with their parents in them. Because now it becomes a family activity.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
And then when you go home, you're not having to explain to somebody else what you went through. They were there
Exactly.
experiencing the whole thing.
Exactly, yeah. No,
that's
karate,
interesting.
that's one thing is we could really promote it as, or I would really say is it's a family activity.
So what are other benefits? Like health, flexibility and health,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, it's a really great exercise
For
if you think
sure.
about it. But are we talking karate like self-defense? We're talking...
Right, so karate, so we definitely go through self-defense training.
Okay.
Karate, we also go through discipline. So at the beginning of every class, we line up a certain way. We'll repeat what's called our dojo kan,
Okay.
which is basically like our motto. And there's 5 principles we like to train by. The first principle, and we repeat them every day in class, is seek perfection of character.
Okay.
Be faithful, endeavor to excel, respect others, and refrain from violent behavior. So that would be our motto, and that's what we try and instill into our students. And
that has so much more depth than just stand up and kick this board.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but it does.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so karate, I've always tried to say it to people, it's not just a hobby, karate is a lifestyle.
A lifestyle.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
And one thing, my dad, he had some health issues, so he wasn't really able to be on the floor with me when I did karate. But he's passed away now for a few years, but he was my karate dad. So whenever I went to tournaments, seminars, any training, because I was on the provincial team for a while doing tournaments, he was always there recording. And so he was my karate dad. So that's what I mean. Karate is very much a family activity, if one so chooses it to be.
Absolutely. I didn't
100%.
realize that.
Yes.
Because lots of young kids, they go to hockey, but they're only with their age kids and there's parents around. It's a family event, but the parents aren't playing with them. The parents aren't on the ice with them, they're kind of just amongst themselves. Our kids go off to gymnastics and ballet and all the other things, but it's just meant for their age group.
Right.
But this is a very nice thing to...
Right. And now that you mention hockey, one thing I love about karate, like I said, I was on the provincial team. I had the opportunity, I've competed provincially, I competed nationally. I actually was part of the Manitoba team back in 2014. I went and competed in Vancouver. I was at the Olympic Oval, the same oval that Sidney Crosby got the gold medal, is where we held our tournament. There were 500 athletes.
Nice.
And that's one thing that I also like promoting about karate, is there's not only the self-defense and the martial art of karate, we also have what's called the sports side of karate, where there's tournaments, and it's a different mindset. Now, instead of being in the dojo, being called sensei, when you're at a tournament, the sensei is now called coach. So the mindset now shifts to where now we're here for that point, we're here for that medal, we're here for that.
Right.
And I really love that side of karate where we take a student. Some people don't want to do competition. That's fine. They don't have to. They just want to do the dojo training.
Yeah.
That's fine. But then we get those students that, you know what, I want to compete. I want to go national. I just want to do provincial training. And then we take them to that level. And that's what I'm really looking forward to is October. We're supposed to be having a provincial tournament in Winnipeg that our students here in Surrey can train for. And if they so choose to compete in it, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Wow. Well, the other groups are really great for the kids to be with their own age group and knowing that their parents are usually in the building and usually around and all very supportive, but it just gives them that competitive mindset, but so that if they go professional, there's that other mindset they will have. But it just is a preparation, and I see that karate is more a preparation for life generally.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate. I manage a department in the automotive industry. I have 14 rental units. And, I attribute some of that to karate where there's that discipline. You'll find that everyone that has advanced in karate, they've excelled in other areas of life because there's that discipline where, you know what, I'm focused and I want to get what I want.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Yes. But everybody and every child should have an opportunity to be involved in something. Not that everybody's going to be a professional ballet, professional hockey or professional whatever, but they all need that exposure to it so that if they wanted to excel, the opportunity is there.
100%.
But this is also giving the kids such an opportunity with the whole family atmosphere. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, and like I said, that we find that the students really excel the most when mom and dad are in, or at least one of the parents.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. I mean, I've been, I've had kids with autism take class, and the parents have come to me and said, you know what, since he's been doing your classes, we're really noticing a difference with him.
Really?
And karate is, like I said, it's a lifestyle. And there's a lot to offer with it. Just have to stick with it.
Yes, have to stick with it. And the competition, also a different mindset. You say you go to the competition, but it's not, it's a competition in that you're making yourself better and better and better at it. But it's not a competition as to go in and and be dangerous
No.
and to be assaulting. And you know what I
No.
mean? I'm just trying to get that
Yeah.
in my head because I remember watching somebody who took some classes, I think it was Taekwondo classes or something, and they became a little bit too assertive. And you
Yes.
thought, oh, wait a minute, I don't think that's what you were supposed to learn there.
Yeah. So times have changed. I am very familiar with what you're talking about,
Yeah.
and I've seen that too. I don't promote that. The club, the organizations I'm with, we don't promote that as well. Do accidents happen in tournaments? Yes,
Oh,
100%.
yes, yeah.
Accidents happen in hockey tournaments,
Yeah.
playing hockey. We try and make our tournaments as safe as possible. They're sanctioned by Sport Manitoba.
Right.
We have, first aid on hand. We have people that have been trained on how to handle situations. And so it's, I really promote that. One thing I've always told my students, I said, a black belt is nothing more than a white belt that just never gave up. That's all they are.
Oh, okay.
And the first belt, that's
Good.
the belt that's really the hardest to obtain is not a black belt, it's a white belt. Because no one wants to take that first step to just try and
Sure.
do it and stick
Sure.
with it.
Wow. Are there degree of whites, degree of blacks, or?
Yeah, so we in our belt categories the style karate I teach is Shotokan karate. Our belts, we have white, which is your beginner. Then we have yellow, orange, green, blue, purple. There's 3 levels of brown, and then you go for your first degree black belt, one of which we also call Shodan. I myself am a Nidan, which is a 2nd degree. I actually just got that last year. So those are the levels that it goes up to.
Wow.
And then from there, the rankings go all the way to 9th Dan.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's probably, yeah.
It-
I have no desire to obtain that right now.
Yeah.
I'm okay where I am for right now.
Yeah, but still, the self-discipline that it
Yes.
takes to get there. I've just been going through some things myself, and the self-discipline to stay on task.
Yes.
And to think positively, and to know you can, win, you can do this, you can move to the next level, you can, the
Mm-hmm. Right.
positive attitude, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's sometimes really hard to stay there, but to find a community where that can be, added to
Right.
is very, very good.
And that's what it is. Karate is really your family. I've got people that I know in Saskatoon, Winnipeg, that I know, hey, listen, I'm coming through, can I stay at your place? That we built such a relationship that, yeah, you're
Oh,
more
nice.
welcome to. And karate is a family.
Yeah.
Your family is what you are.
Wow, that's really very interesting. So now you mentioned something about when they excel at karate, they're often, and competition, even if they want to go there, they often excel in other areas.
Yes.
Obviously the autistic student you were talking about
Yes.
had improved an awful lot in your class, but what other opportunities are there for kids out there to?
I would say the main thing that parents, I think, really like is they like the discipline that we offer. And what happens, we only get them for 1 hour. So, we can do what we want with them. So mom and dad have to do the rest with them at home.
Right.
But they really, really like that we promote, like our models, seek perfection of character, be faithful. That's just every day in life. Endeavor to excel in life.
Right.
Respect others and refrain from violent behavior. That's what we promote. We're not promoting, go kick a guy's teeth out. We do teach self-defense, and sometimes we do need to get into the nitty-gritty of how to defend ourselves.
Sure.
But we're not promoting to go beat someone up.
But that comes after you've talked about, better character and
Right.
respect and all that. Then you talk about, if
Exactly.
necessary, blah, blah, blah. If you've instilled these, what you have to teach them isn't teaching violence.
Right.
It's teaching
Self-defense.
self-defense.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
We've always taught our students, if you've punched someone and they fall into the ground, you don't keep beating them up. Next thing is you run away and get help. Seek your parents' help, seek a teacher's help, run away, get out of there.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. All very interesting. I think we've covered everything on your list.
Perfect.
But it was all very interesting. So 75 people, age range 4 till 60-something, and you teach in 3 places, Shiloh, Souris, and Rivers.
Correct.
And in Souris, you teach on a Friday night, 6:30
Correct.
to
6:30,
7:30.
yes.
And do people have to pre-register if they wanted to?
So yeah, they are registered. Yeah, so registration is now open, and I should have known this already, but I can tell you when our first class is here. Actually, I should have already had this. I already had looked it up here. Where is it here? oh man, this is bad. I know this.
That's okay. And I would presume it's here in our community hall.
It is, it's downstairs, so our
gonna-
first class is September 12th.
Okay.
6:30 downstairs
Okay.
there in the hall.
And they can register at that time, or is it better for them to register? at that
It'd
time?
probably be better to register at the time. We've posted it on Facebook, the Service Manitoba Talks.
Okay,
It's in there. We also do have a Karate Club Facebook page, Service Karate Club.
okay,
So people can like and follow that. I put up our announcements. I put up the poster on there. It gives the
Great.
detailed instructions of how to sign up, the cost of everything.
Right.
So I'm really looking forward to this year. I think
Yeah.
we've got students that are sticking with it. They're excelling. And like I said, we're, knock on wood, we have a tournament that we're trying to train for in October.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's great. That is really great. And I really like that you're investing not just in families, but the young people. I think sometimes the young people there's so much more out there to take their mind off of the important things in life. Same with the hockey clubs and the other clubs that are here in town.
Right.
For the kids, it really offers them self-discipline so that they can go out and be a part of our community and
Right.
a society as a whole, because they're our future. The golf club, we talk about the youth. They're our future
Right.
of our golf club. They're the future of the karate club. They're the future
Yes.
of the golf. They're the next golf parents coming in, or the hockey parents coming in and stuff. So I think it's just better to get them through that. I gotta say, teenage life is an awkward time. So sometimes it's really good to have something to pour themselves into.
agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Ben, for coming in and sharing that with us. I'm glad you shared about the Facebook page. It's on Service Karate and then Service Manitoba Talks. You guys post
Yes,
over
we
there.
post in there.
All the instructions on how to register. First class is in September.
Yes.
September 12th, you said.
Correct.
And it's here right in our community hall.
Correct.
All right. And if other people from other communities, like we do when we put on WCGTV and on YouTube, there are people from other communities who listen to our program, so that you teach in Shiloh and Rivers as well.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ben. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us here at Spotlight and Service. Service, have a great rest of your day.